when it manifested and when I lost control of it is on 9/11. My mom worked in the World Financial Center, which was right there. So that whole I didn't speak to her.
Sense.
I didn't speak to her for like 15 hours, and we all thought she was dead. And so for 15 hours, my anxiety that was like dormant pretty much came to life, and all these fears about you left for work and you're dead.
Oh, well, now it makes sense. What happened with your mom? Why didn't you guys get a hold of her for 15 hours?
Well, no cell phone, because the cell phones didn't work at the time, and my mother, just in a panic, forgot her cell phone at death. She just evacuated the building, and then the trains and buses and everything shut down, so she had to walk from downtown Manhattan all the way to Ridgewood, Queens, which is 15 miles or whatever.
Which bridge do you go across?
Walk over the Brooklyn Bridge. People were walking on the BQE, everything.
Right, I heard about that.
So she didn't come home. And then when she came home, I thought that because I had convinced, my body was convinced that she was gone. She was dead.
God.
So when she came home for the first, it felt like an eternity, but I don't know how long it really was. I thought she was a ghost, and I thought that I was like dreaming it and
having some sort of
surreal.
surreal.
And Eileen was shaking me, being like, "Honey, she's here. She's home. She's here. She's here." But my brain was like, "You're asleep, Chris. You're dreaming. Your mom is here." And I was acting like I was having a bad nightmare, fully awake. It was crazy.
You were just losing it. You were crying.
I wasn't crying. I was yelling. I was yelling, "Mom!" Like mom stuff right in front of her, and she was like, "I'm here. What's going on? I'm here."
Well, that explains everything.
Yeah.
How close to the towers was she?
Right, the World Financial Center.
Across the street?
Right there. Yeah, right across this. Right in it's in the same area. Her building was damaged too. It was Building 7.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Wait, she was in Building 7?
Yeah.
That obviously did come down.
Yeah. So she was in the thick of it all.
Well, the government took out Building 7 was.
Right, allegedly. Yeah. But then I remember all that stuff.
With a UFO.
I remember she
exactly.
got home.
I think it was Bigfoot.
And she got
driving
home,
the UFO.
Yeah,
Sorry,
exactly.
Chris.
and she had blood all over her knee. And I instantly got enraged. I was like, "What the fuck happened?" And she's like, No, I fell in Brooklyn." And I was like, "You escaped 9/11 and then you just fell in Brooklyn?" She's like, "Yeah, pizza the pavement was up and I fell." I was like, "Oh,
New York City will still get you.
Yeah, I was like, "You're still gonna get sued." No, but that's where it all started, and that was 2001, obviously. From 2001 to about 2007, it was I couldn't be in a relationship with a girl because every girl that I dated, it manifested the panic I had from my mother on her. So when a girlfriend would, I dated one girl who was a waitress, so she would work until 1 a.m. or whatever it is, and I wouldn't be able to. My whole life would revolve around making sure she was home. So I would miss things and alter my life to go pick her up. And if I couldn't pick her up, I couldn't function.
Oh my
and there would be times where, her phone dies or she doesn't get a text, she doesn't text me when she's home and my life would be completely altered.